Art Talk.
Have you ever heard of Candy Crush? It's a video game about candy. Doesn't sound very nutritious, does it? And that's exactly why it's art! Candy is a perverse, evil imitation of something our bodies need. Fruit! Human beings have developed physiologies that utilize the ingestion of fruit to draw out sugars and nutrients that help us to be healthy and functional. That's why human beings have an appetite for fruit, just as they have an appetite for problem solving. Problem solving helps people stay alive too. In fact, sometimes eating fruit even involves problem solving. Oh boy, I could go on and 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 on about that. But back to the subject at hand. Candy preys upon the human's natural appetite for fruit and uses it against them. It contains none of the nutrients that their bodies need, and instead has 10 to 10,000 times the sugars and fructose corn syrups, which rot the human teeth and foster the development of diabetes. Worse still, candy is designed to make us hungry for more candy. Instead of making you full and satisfied, candy makes you hungry and desperate. That's why most fruit imitating candy starts off sweet, hitting your pleasure centers and endorphin triggers, but it ends in your mouth tasting sour, leaving your taste buds aching for relief and tingling with a stinging pain. And what better antidote for sour pain of candy than the sweet taste of, that's right, more candy! Which brings us to Candy Crush, a game that expresses the soulless, empty, addictive properties of candy more perfectly than any other game before it. It starts off sweet and pleasant, providing the illusion that you're engaging in some sweet, simple problem solving. If you've been paying attention to class, though, you'll remember that building problem-solving skills is something that human beings are naturally drawn to, as that's something they need to stay alive. Just like fruit! Before long, Candy Crush's sugary exterior is cracked wide open, exposing the player to an exercise in futility that triggers the human urge to solve a problem without ever providing the satisfaction of feeling like any problems have been solved. The imbalance between triggering urge and providing satisfaction and meaning only continues to grow as you play the game, chasing that dragon, wasting the precious time you have left on this earth, masturbating with genitalia that has been injected with 500 cc's of Novocaine. Guess what, Candy Crush fans? You're all miserable addicts who'll do anything for a little sweetness, languishing at the rock bottom of existence, begging your friends to help you get a fix, unable to stop the repetitive grind that offers no joy, only regret, and continuing obsession. In that way, Candy Crush is one of the best games ever about expressing the horror of addiction, and that's why it's a wonderful piece of art!